Good morning.
It is 9 o'clock. It's a very nice day outside, very cold. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Marchand.
Matt Marchand.
Yeah, he's a good buddy of mine, industrial designer as well, more in the program itself, but I wanted to bring him on the show and kind of have him share his experiences in being creative. And also what he's done to stay motivated, and also other topics like how he's dealt with people in general, like how he's a people person when it comes to those kinds of things. So first question that I have for you this morning is, how are you? You good?
I'm doing good, man. I feel really good.
And it's kind of the start.
I'm thankful.
There you go.
Very thankful.
So just to start things off, what are some of your favorite things about industrial design? What really got you into it?
Oh, man. Well, I guess I should start with how I got into it. It was many years ago. I was a business degree student at a community college here. I was working at a seismic engineering company. And this girl at the time that I was talking to told me, hey, you should check out industrial design. And I probably said, yeah, I'll do that, whatever. And then I went home, totally forgot about it. Went on Facebook, was scrolling, and I saw this video. And in the video, this guy is showing this mouse he designed for Microsoft. Have you seen it? It's the, it's flat, and then you bend it, and it kind of snaps into position.
Yeah.
And this video fascinated me. He's showing the things that they're doing. I was like, man, I wish I could do that. And at the end of the video, he says, and my name's so-and-so, and I'm an industrial designer at Microsoft. And that's when it clicked. And I said, that's what I want to do. And so that day I changed my career, my degree, from business to industrial design. I saw what it would take to do that, and I made the switch. And it turned out that girl that told me to check out industrial design is now my wife. Isn't that cool?
Whoa. Yeah, actually just bought that mouse. Wow.
It's a good mouse. Yeah.
Damn.
So that's how I got into it.
Okay.
And then you asked my favorite thing about it. It's probably the creativity. I love being able to kind of put all you can, all the inspiration you have from day-to-day life, into designing something that really impacts people.
That's actually leading into the next question, is that how or what exactly would you like to work on coming into industrial design? So what are those things that you want to get into, products or maybe items?
Good question. I want to do things that impact people. I think it's easy to design things that look good, but I don't want to introduce stuff to the world if it's not making that world a better place. So I want to solve problems, as every designer should, but I want them to actually really matter.
Not just products for the sake of buying.
Right, yeah. I think everything should have some kind of intention that's bigger than the product was before it. So some solution should be there, and it should be a cleaner, more efficient, more sustainable, more ergonomic solution that's currently on the market. Otherwise, there's no need for it to be there. I think at that point you're wasting everyone's time.
And as an industrial designer, what do you think they bring to the team as a person or as a team? Like, how do you feel as an industrial designer you kind of bring benefit to a company? Like, what are those things?
Well, hopefully a company would agree with this. But I think we would, in the long run, save them money. So from a financial side, that's something they could get gain. I think, again, the innovation is one of the biggest things we can contribute. And then the manufacturing know-how and the processes that kind of help smooth out a production of a product. So if it's not designed, if the manufacturing isn't included in the design phase, then you'll go to build this, extravagant, all glass, no part lines thing, and they'll say, hey, hold up, this can't be done. Or like, the technology is still 20 years out, but it looks really cool. So you'll have some great renders, but then no actual product.
And in regards to how you actually just chose the degree itself, so I know that's really crazy that you actually met your wife through that. Wow.
Yeah, but she's the best.
Where did you go to school and why did you choose it?
So I go to San Jose State, which is right here, essentially. I chose it because it was local. I was living nearby, and I said, all right, let's see where industrial design schools are. And I was looking around, and it turns out there's one right here. And I I started looking at the program, started looking at what the students had put out, and I was blown away how I had never heard of this school before or the people that went there. After looking at it, I was like, all right, well, this is the place I gotta go. I almost didn't make the cutoff. It's a very tight program. They only accept a certain amount of people, and they only do it specific times of year, so you can't just join any time. So for whatever reason, my application got messed up. By the grace of God, I just barely got in there. And so I'm so thankful I did, because it changed my life.
Any takeaways that you've kind of just done, like maybe projects that you were like, you know what, because I learned this at school, I actually ended up doing something for myself already?
We did a mobility project my second year, and that was one of the most impactful projects for me, because it showed me, hey, what we do matters. And now I'm actually working on a project that's very similar, that will actually come to market. And so this is a project that I'm currently leading. It's still ongoing, so I can't say too much more about it, but we're really excited about what we're making and the impact that we're going to have.
Very well said. One last thing, kind of to give away and kind of say, what exactly motivates you to just continue on? Because industrial design, from the looks of it, isn't something that you can just kind of pick up and go. It's not, oh, hey, I'm already good at drawing, I can just keep drawing. You kind of have to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
So what do you do to stay motivated and interested in the degree?
I think there's two types of motivation. There's the exterior kind of inspirational motivation, where you see the works that someone has done on Instagram or their website or some portfolio site like Behance, and you say, wow, I want to make that. I want to do that. I love the way that guy sketches. I want to sketch like that. You see some product that just inspires you, and you go, I want to just like feel how that texture feels, or I want to be able to like shape that with my hands. And so that kind of motivation helps me to, I don't know, push my limits. But then I think there's the other side of motivation, which is intrinsic. And that's really the driving force behind the work ethic side of things. Not so much the aesthetics and the feel, as much as it is how you present and push yourself. And so that's something where if you gave me a project where no one would ever see it and no one cares about it, I would still push as hard as I can. I would still put my whole heart into it, because it's something in here. Was that the most cliche? It's in here. No, but it's true. It's something from the heart. So if you put your heart into it, it really matters. And that's something that I'm so motivated about, because I've worked for other companies. I've seen the other life. I don't want to do that. I want to do design. I'm so passionate about it.
And I feel like that's one of those issues where it's like, that's why you do art. That's why you create, because there's something in you that wants to put whatever you're imagining on paper, but we just take that extra step and say, you know what? Actually, it could be an item that you want, and not just for purchase. No, it could like just to make it.
Yeah.
And if it's replicated and whatnot, you bring benefit to more than yourself. And so I think that's the kind of line that we draw as industrial designers. Oh, no pun intended.
Oh, sketch joke.
But at the end of the day, I feel like it's very important for others to know that there is that degree. And like you said, I can relate a lot to that experience, because I myself, when I met someone that was knee deep into the program, just showed me so much more. I love making graphics and digital work, and that's cool, taking photos. But when you can create something physically from that 2D, that's just something else that, I can definitely say, yes, it is something that can bring benefit to others. And I think that at the end of the day, we're just people.
Yeah.
People that want to help others or want to bring benefit to.
Oh, you should. Yeah. Well, and I think knowledge is a big part of it. I don't think too many people know who makes the things that they buy on a day-to-day basis. I think there's becoming a more talk about that, as design is kind of a word that is used more, thanks to companies like Apple that have kind of pushed it, that people see, oh, there's benefit to this, to something being done well. And not just aesthetically, but how you use that block of aluminum, being able to reuse it. I think companies like Patagonia are also pushing the limits when it comes to sustainability and reusing, reducing, and people are starting to value that. So as designers, I almost feel like industrial design is something that's going to be talked about in the public a lot more, where they say, hey, who's the team behind this? What are their values? What are they talking about? Because that's what people are trying to care about.
Yeah, no, and even though you might, I guess someone out there might think, oh, that's kind of funny, that's nice, but no, it's really practical. It's in everything. When I was in class and moments when they would share, like, yes, that was like an actual thought someone had. It wasn't like secondary to like it. Once it was made, it was like, oh yeah, it was cool that it also had this. No. It was conscious effort.
Yeah, it's all thought out.
So I think that's really good. Kind of just to wrap it up, what are some of the areas or plugs that people can find you at?
Oh, plugs. Well, for one, Phil's Coffee, shout out to them, making the best darn cup of joe in the Bay. It's really good coffee.
No, I know, yeah.
So if you check them out. But my name's Matt Marchand again. I'm a junior at San Jose State University. This summer I'll be looking for internships. And you can find me online at my website, mattmarchand.com. My last name is Marchand. My first name's Matt, M-A-T-T. And as well on Instagram, Matt.Marchand and Matt_Marchand. The first one's for my design account, the other one's for my personal life. So thank you for listening to me talk. I hope this gave you some sense of how I am as an industrial designer and the things I care about. Really look forward to meeting you.
I'll put all of that in the description below, down there.
Do we get to do the...
Yes.
I've always wanted to do that.
So there's going to be a square here that maybe like has his face on
Follow,
it.
link, subscribe.
Yeah.
Click the link in the box. Can we make it right here?
Yeah, right here. This.
I've always wanted to do that.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week. And more than that, follow us, like, share, subscribe, share the video. It's a thing. It's a career. Industrial design definitely is something that you can make your living on.
And it matters.
It does.
And if you're passionate, you can change the world. In here.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be who you wanna be. I just wanna be free, no worries. Turn reality to a fantasy. Every summer now. What the fuck they doing though? And beyond the law, do your job, I'm doing shows. And no, I do not want your heart, so leave me alone. Curve the bitch in the phone. Got too much on my plate, decide on my fate. Gonna be great, so I grant you the day.